This is the Jericho Shasha.
Welcome to the revolution.
Okay, this video of Joe Biden is it's the creepiest thing I've ever seen in my life. It makes me so uncomfortable for this little girl that's involved in this video to the umpth degree. Let's pray for her right now. Okay. I hope she gets counseling after this moment. I do. Okay, here we go.
Secretary Austin?
I do.
I'm sorry. How you doing?
Was it a lapse in judgment for him not to tell you earlier? Secretary Austin?
I do.
I'm sorry. How you doing?
Was it a lapse in judgment?
Look how uncomfortable she looks. You know someone really likes you when they don't turn their whole body towards you. Like if you say someone's name and you say, "Hey, Derek," and they go, "Yeah," that's when you know they don't like you. But this, leaning back, do the soldier, lean back, like leaning back like this. You got problems. You got real life problems that need to be solved, and creepy grandpa with probably coffee breath and a little bit of ice cream breath, so a little bit of stale milk in his mouth and in his pudding breath. Just, excuse me, lady. What does he say?
Secretary Austin?
I do.
I'm sorry. How you doing?
Was it a
I'm sorry. This girl probably is thinking right now, she's like, I've heard so much about creepy Joe Biden and the fact that it's happening to me. Freaking me? Why? God, why? It's too much. Okay, and then there's this other insane video that I think everyone missed. All right, this video that everyone I think missed is one of my favorite videos from the day. Why is it on? Oh, okay, there we go. I want you to pay attention. There's this moment in this video where Joe Biden is talking and his hands start to raise up. And he looks down at his hands and it's like, what are my hands doing? And he puts them down. It's like he's a robot. It's like he was just malfunctioning in front of everyone. This man is losing it. He's ready for 2024. He's excited to run. He's young. He's sprite. He's just like Trump as far as the energy goes and mentally all there. Because every person the same age is capable of exactly the same stuff, right? It's a speech impediment. Here we go. This right here. So he's walking. He looks. That's my favorite too. He like walks. It's too much. This is our freaking president, okay? You're like, okay, what? So watch his hands raising up. They're going up. He's going up, and he looks down. Oh. It's my freaking favorite. It's my favorite. Wait. It's freaking Talladega Nights. The car handled real well. We're just excited about to be on the raceway. Race car experience. He doesn't know what to do with his hands. He's a professional actor. He knows what he's doing. Everyone that's saying anything differently just doesn't get it. But that's our commander-in-chief. Just remember that is the man with the nuclear codes. Okay, so when World War III pops off, he is going to be the one that, the guy that's creeping on kids and doesn't know what he's doing with his hands. He's the one that can say, fire they missiles! All right, next story. Frank Luntz. I am not in the generation where I think Frank Luntz is a source to be used. But CNN, CBS, he is the quintessential Republican thought police, or the pollster guy. I'm the pollster guy. He's the MSNBC guy that wears like khakis that all the liberals love, and they get So much so that he's bleeded over into NFL guy. I don't understand this this man with the khakis from MSNBC, Steve Wazinski, or whatever. I don't even know. Don't even care to say his name. He's like Voldemort to me. I don't want to see him in the NFL, just like I don't want to see him on MSNBC. You can do math, and you have these aides doing math for you for your pollsters. It's not a big deal. But here's Frank Luntz. Okay, here's Frank Luntz saying the obvious truth.
If you had to bet $150,000 on who's going to win in November, who would you bet on?
I never dreamed that I would say this, but I would bet on Trump. I thought it was done. I thought it was over. You don't come back from an impeachment. You don't come back from January 6th. You don't come back from any of this. But he's come back. The guy's a survivor. And his opponent is having so much trouble that I would, at this point, give the edge to Trump.
Is that his monologue for the day? I don't get it. I am just perplexed at the thought that Donald Trump could win. We have tried everything to stop this man, and he keeps coming back. Hey, Frank, tighten that knot up around your neck right now, young man. And your hair is almost as good as my hair, okay? I mean, it's beautiful, but it doesn't match the face. So that needs to change. Don't you like how they're starting to finally admit it? Like, even some of my DeSantis supporting friends are finally starting to say, I guess he's not going to win. When are we going to get into... I know politics isn't for people that think logically, because people that think logically, like you and me, probably that tune into the show, it drives us nuts because politicians don't use logic. Like, they'll say things like, you know, Nikki Haley's campaign is running better than ever. She's killing it in every state. She's doing fantastic work. And you're looking at her campaign and you're looking at poll numbers. You're like, you are not going to win. Why are you saying, like, it's not for people that, and also for me, I'm not going to endorse a candidate full-heartedly. If I think a candidate is being dumb, I'm going to say it. It's just not worth it in my eyes to just praise candidates like they're godlike figures that need to be, because the press is cutting down my favorite candidate, I need to back him up, even if I think the press is right. But it's funny to see Frank Luntz finally admit it. You know, it's really a sad day. You can hear his voice.
But he's come back.
He's come back. He's like Voldemort in these people's eyes. Like, the idea that Trump is here. Secretly, deep down inside, these media personalities are so excited that Trump is coming back because people are going to start tuning into their trashy networks to see them lose their mind, because we are a culture that loves watching people fail and loves watching people freak out. It is part of who we are. I don't understand it. I see it in my own self. Like, sometimes I'm watching videos, like I was watching Tim Pool's last night. And Tim Cass, there's a moment where Tim Pool just like starts losing his mind. And I'm like, yeah, this is awesome. It's just crazy. We're a crazy society. We need help. But Frank Luntz is here to save the freaking day. Just like Jerry Nadler coming out and saying many illegal immigrants are needed to pick our vegetables. This is like that View Girls moment where Kelly Osbourne, where she's like, what's the problem? What's wrong with illegal immigrants? Who's going to clean your bathrooms, Donald Trump? But here it is.
And we need immigrants in this country.
Yes.
Forget the fact that the farm, that our vegetables would rot in the ground if they weren't being picked by many immigrants, many illegal immigrants.
Exactly.
The fact is that the birth rate in this country is way below replacement level.
We need them because of birth rate and because of our We need them to start making babies, and we need them to pick our vegetables. God, I didn't even think about that. We need... it's amazing that these Democrats want to higher wages, but then they want to flood the market with a bunch of low-wage workers. Again, don't try to make sense of these things. It's important for you not to make sense. It's important for you not to lose your mind about these things. And remember that these are politicians. They don't think through these issues. They just say things to get attention and to get the aha and gotcha moments. They want, like, his idea of this is like a slam dunk. Republicans get it. And Republicans, you know, they're the same people that'll wink their eye and be like, yeah, you're right. Except we don't need illegals to pick, you know, our vegetables. We need our illegals to build our houses. And we'll hire illegal immigrants. And then we'll mock them about it. It's just like, it's the same stupid thing. It's like, we don't want illegals, but yeah, our construction crews do. And we're not going to hire Americans to do that? Are you freaking serious? You imagine how much we'll have to pay Americans to actually build homes? It's just not worth it. Flood the market. People, millennials are bitching about homes anyways, so we need them to get in here and get their hands dirty because he's white and black and you fill in the blank Americans. They all want to be content creators now. They don't actually want to do work. Huge news coming out of Ozempic. Woman will suffer diarrhea forever after Ozempic caused horror death bowel movement. If you see this woman, she has diarrhea for the rest of... There are so many women on Ozempic in my life. What? How do you not... A miracle drug that helps you curb your diet and you think nothing's going to happen? Let's just say a prayer for all these people who are abusing Ozempic to lose weight, for they will all have diarrhea. But at the same time, who am I to judge? If they want to have diarrhea the rest of their life in order to be skinny, do it. I do the same thing because I take creatine. It's okay. It's okay. It's amazing how many people jumped on Ozempic. I know somebody in my life that had to get surgery because she was using Ozempic too much. And she still uses it. But we need help, okay? We are not right as a country. We are not right as a society that we are willing to do whatever it takes. And she looks pretty, but she has diarrhea. All right, boys, you know, if she's on Ozempic, there's a good chance she's wearing a diaper. These are just the facts. And we need to all be prepared for what dating is going to be like for some of these single men out there who are going to be dating women that are like, I got to go to the bathroom again. You're like, that's the third time this night. And she's like, I know, but that Ozempic flies through me like, whoa. Okay. Next huge story. We finally got down to the bottom of the woman that was robbed in the metaverse. Apparently, this is her. And apparently, she's a psychotherapist. You know how I feel about that. It's like, no wonder. Do you not know that you can take your headphones off? I mean, your ears off? Like, it's just... This is the best part. While she doesn't know the attacker's true identity, all four male voices, and one even said to her, don't pretend like you don't love it. I mean, that's so messed up, but this would be like me. This would be like me freaking out and saying, I played Call of Duty last night and I had PTSD from it. I have real PTSD. And I showed up to a group with a bunch of men who all fought in wars, like Navy SEALs, Green Beret, whatever. Army Rangers, whatever. You know, people that are just weak-minded. And I show up and I'm just like, yeah, boys, same thing for me. I was out with my boys and I was in a great sniper position and someone got me. Oh, where were you? Iraq? No, COD Battlegrounds. But I played till like 3 a.m, so I was like pretty tired. Things were going on. It was a little overwhelming. A lot of kids were screaming. A bunch of kids were screaming the N-word. I didn't know what to do, but and people call me the F word. I thought we stopped using that language, and I am still struggling with this trauma. But I think, as silly as this is going to keep happening. There is going to be more and more people trying to sue or incriminate 13-year-old boys, or, you know, even 18-year-old men or 25-year-old men who are lonely that are doing these things. I would never just do something like that in a metaverse. That's freaking ridiculous. This is the actions of like a 12-year-old boy who's like, you know, it'd be funny, dude. Let's just freaking teabag everyone. And look at this hot chick. Let's get her. Like, it's just where reality enters virtual reality is meshing more and more than ever, and it's insane. All right, Bulls fans are booing the widow in attendance for a ring ceremony. NBC Sports Chicago analyst Stephen King and Warriors head coach even also said that this is terrible. Look at this video, okay? This is how terrible Bulls fans are. This is them booing a widow over her dead husband. I mean, this culture is so trashed at the moment that it just doesn't matter. Like, people dance on people's graves at this point. It's so depressing to hear. Okay, here it is.
A little upset right now. Yep. Nationwide is on your side, Bulls Nation. We just had a remarkable ceremony bringing back the legends, and
okay,
you know, Chicago is a sports town. And
yeah, it is. It is a sports town.
When Jerry Krause's name was called, and the people that booed Jerry Krause and his widow, who was accepting this honor for him, it was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. I hurt for that lady, brought her to tears, and whoever booed her in this arena should be ashamed of themselves. It's
like, it is like so savagely, but I mean, here is the picture. It's like, this is her just like weeping, listening to people booing her in the audience. Like, the guy is dead, people. The guy is dead. I know you're triggered by him and the idea of his widow, but good God, he's dead. I'm sure she's still hurting. I'm sure she still misses him. I'm sure she still is like has this like dreamlike picture of what her husband's role was like, and that the fans loved him and stuff like. Because you don't want to remember dead people in a way that like makes them seem like horrible individuals, or no one gives a crap about them, or like all those like things that you're afraid of when you die of. Like, no one cares about you when you die, or like you die alone, and just these sort of things. What's worse is like some people just hating you so much so that even after your death, they're just like, F you. God. There's just no morality anymore. It's insane. Texas military seizes city-owned border park, ejects federal agents. Apparently, this is the scene of a golf course. And I don't know if you've seen these videos, but there's a video online circulating of people playing at this golf course and hitting a few balls, and like migrants going, Amigo! It's pretty funny. You should look it up. I should have showed it on the show. What an idiot. I know like Tim Pool gets a lot of crap. Oh, it's good to see we're having clever rodent ads. Tim Pool gets a lot of crap for Civil War, but in my lifetime, I've never seen this. I've never seen a state kick out federal agents and then lock up a border like this before. And Texas Governor Abbott should have done this way longer ago. Arizona should do this. California should do this. They won't. But like, this is what real countries do. They have an actual border security. They don't just go whatever. They're all good people. Just let them in. And maybe they are. Maybe they're all fantastic human beings. But maybe they're not. What if 0.0005% of 22 million are not good people? Then we have a problem. And the word of the day is
gargoyle.
Gargoyle, a strange and grotesque human. I would say the Bulls fans that booed this poor woman are gargoyles. I don't know what it takes. Like, I wouldn't even boo. I don't know. Like, I'm a Bengals fan, and they were run so poorly for so long that I wouldn't like boo the Browns or something. I'm a Manchester United fan, and they're run so poorly by the same people that own Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Glazers. I wouldn't boo them if they died. Jeez. Gargoyle is a strange and grotesque human or animal figure that sticks out from the roof of a building. Some exchange students were creeped out by the gargoyles. If you don't know this word, how is this the word of the day, dictionary? This is chump change, okay? I hope you guys have a freaking wonderful day. Make a difference in someone's life this Saturday. I will see you guys again real soon. Cinque.